the Joe Burrow Justin Herbert comparison, where while Burrow went number 1 to his hometown Cincinnati Bengals, you feel like that wasn't the right pick.
Yeah, and I was actually saying this before the draft. I had scouted Justin Herbert in person for 2 years. He was the biggest, the fastest, the strongest, the most competitive, which I will go into detail in a second, of all those quarterbacks taken in the first round. Jordan Love, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Burrow. And if he had played at LSU, where Joe Burrow had incredible production, his production would have been good, probably even better. But when we measure competitiveness in the NFL and sort of that pre-draft cycle, he went down to Mobile. He was the best player there. He was the MVP of the Senior Bowl. He went to the Combine. He was the only one of the premier quarterbacks to work out there. And then he had another workout where he also was exceptional. So he checked every box. So to me, when you look at it objectively or subjectively, Justin Herbert was the best player. And I think sometimes we have a little bit of an East Coast bias, meaning that a lot of the evaluations are when you watch college football, that's where the media sort of gets involved. And when you are a great player on the West Coast, you just don't get the coverage that other players get when you're in the SEC or the Big Ten. And he, to me, is going to be the next great superstar in the NFL. I think he's a tick below Patrick Mahomes, but beyond that, I think Justin Herbert has superstar written all over him.
I told you guys we had to put on the oven mitts.
Wait, hold on a second, Alan.
Mahomes?
He's a tick behind Patrick Mahomes? Like, Mike, we're saying that already after just a couple of years?
1 year.
Well, I'm going on a second. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, if you think about Jay Will, if you think about what happened last year, Tyrod Taylor has that really weird incident where he gets hurt by his own team doctor, and Justin Herbert's just thrown out there and goes on to have a really good rookie year. Imagine the Chargers have done a great job. 3 new offensive linemen. They're going to be much better on offense, and I think he has, again, all the objective physical characteristics and all these incredible intangibles. He checks every box. I think he's a young Ben Roethlisberger, great athlete, great arm, and I don't know why he won't be great. What is his limiting factor? I don't think he has it.
Okay, Mike. Let's go back to 2018 then. Let's power rank the quarterbacks.
So you want to go back to the Baker Mayfield, Josh Allen group?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because that's what you're saying, Mike. Like, what you're saying is, I'm sorry, just to set it up, because like you mentioned, the quarterback that went number 1 wasn't necessarily the best quarterback. That can happen a lot, but it's that regret, the idea that Cincinnati might look back in years from now and think we didn't get the guy we should have gotten. Baker Mayfield wasn't the wrong pick for Cleveland, but he wasn't the best pick. And so when we're looking at these quarterback drafts, we can go back to 2018 and still play this game.
Yeah, and I like Baker Mayfield. I had a private workout with him in Oklahoma. He has really good intangibles. He's a good leader, but he's not a great quarterback. He is short and he is slow. I think he's going to have a good NFL career, but he's at best, in my opinion, the 6th best quarterback in the AFC. It's going to be hard for Cleveland to win a championship with Baker Mayfield, in my opinion. Lamar Jackson's already won an MVP. Lamar Jackson has great character, great work ethic. I think his accuracy down the field will continue to get better. I would put Baker behind him and obviously Josh Allen, who, if Josh Allen can stay healthy, I think, again, is one of these bigger, more physical quarterbacks. So at best, I see Baker as the 3rd best quarterback from 18. And then obviously after that, Josh Rosen hasn't worked out. So you could, but in terms of the top 3, I would put Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, and then Baker.
And what about if you just grouped them all from 2018 forward? If you were going to say, I would take, like, as far as who's going to have the best careers, and I'm including this year's draft as well with the quarterbacks taken in this draft. Like, when you're thinking about potential, how are you slotting these quarterbacks over the last, what is it now, 3 drafts?
Yeah, I mean, I would take Trevor Lawrence, but I would put Herbert very, very close to Lawrence. By the way, what's interesting is Justin Herbert's 20 pounds heavier than Trevor Lawrence, and over a 17-game season, that matters. Like, that matters. Like, I think Trevor Lawrence is going to be really good, don't get me wrong, but if there's a vulnerability in his game, he just had shoulder surgery on his left shoulder, and can he withstand the rigors of a 17-game season behind a very average offensive line in Jacksonville? So, to me, it's Lawrence, then it's Herbert, draw a line, and then it's probably Josh Allen, maybe Burrow, draw a line, and then maybe Zach Wilson after that.
So Mike, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go Jay.
I was gonna say. So if you say all these things about Trevor Lawrence, why do you still have him slightly above Herbert?
Just because he throws the ball, Jay Will, to me like Vinny Testaverde. He's a classic over the top. He's 6'6". Hopefully his frame will sort of build out over time and get stronger. He's also probably a better athlete than people realize. It's close for me. I mean, I really like Lawrence, but boy, I think he's going to be a lot better than people realize. I think he has a chance to be the next superstar in the NFL. And if he had more of an outgoing personality, we would already know more about him. But he's more of an introvert by nature. He's quiet, but he is highly competitive and he's immensely talented.
Mike, we got to talk this through right now because now I'm starting to get confused. I got to be honest with you.
Jay,
this is what I love about our show.
45 seconds,
Just stop
Jay.
talking, Han. Go, Jay.
All I'm saying is that I know. I'm sorry. Let me finish. All I'm saying is that in one breath you said Justin Herbert is a tick below Patrick Mahomes, and now you're telling me that you would take Trevor Lawrence over I get confused by that. I really get confused by that.
I would. Yeah, I think I'm slotting Lawrence between Mahomes and Herbert. So this is a really high bar. It's a fair point, Jay Will. Obviously, Mahomes is the best. I think Lawrence has a chance to be that good, but I'm telling you, Herbert isn't far from that conversation. I would draw a line. I would put Burrow and the rest of that group behind him. Josh Allen is probably in that top 5 as well.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.